Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Perry Rhodan. Last we left off, I had a board a bit early because I had a CTD that needed some resolving, and I think I've resolved it now. Generally, I like to try to do zones as one episode, but I think we'll make an exception today.
If I put this box in here, that'll give me the right height, and even a flat surface to scan things on.
And we can finally put the... Can we put other things here?
Why should I scan that? I can't imagine it would give me any useful data.
Probably not.
Why should I scan that? The assistant used this to scan the robot head. Why should I scan?
Okay, so the only thing we can scan is the artifact, so let's put that on.
Perhaps scanning the supran will give me some useful information. It looks as if the laser has already been able to decipher something.
What's going on here?
The information matrix has been changed.
What kind of code is that?
No idea. Looks like ancient arcanite.
Well, that was certainly unexpected.
What? Look, can't you see? I've got other problems to deal with.
In case it slipped your mind, we're currently trying to get this mess here back to normal, so stop annoying us.
You know, I can see you guys are busy. I'll let myself out. Oh man, the whole lab is going up. So that's interesting. Apparently, scanning this somehow infected the computers. And, apparently has ancient arcanite on it, which might mean that these Eilachim are somehow related to the Arcanites. Well, let's see what's in the rest of these doors. This looks like another view of the same lab, but our robot head is here, so let's grab that.
The robot head is fixed in this laser field. I can't just reach in there with my hand, and I'd have no idea how to get it out of there. But I'm sure that nice Mr. Huber will give it back to me later.
Ah, well, hopefully he does. Oh, is that a circuit board? Let's see.
A chip card. Perhaps it's the Ara's. Now that's what I call a lucky coincidence. If I could just transfer his access data onto my ID card, I'd have full access to the labs. But who could I ask to do that?
Probably Carrie. Let's see. Okay, so it made a noise, but it didn't actually update our communicator.
Now, what do I need a big thing like that for? I'll just leave it there.
Alright. And let's see what's on that monitor. If I can find my mouse. There it is. Oh. Where's my mouse? Mouse. It's sometimes... Oh. Where are you, mouse? There you are. I don't know why, but sometimes it disappears in the game.
Ah, it looks like they both thought this was some kind of known robot build. Interesting. A list of all the robot builds known to exist in the Milky Way. I'll just download a copy of that for myself.
Ooh, yeah, that'll be useful.
Uh-huh. So here you are. What are you doing in my lab?
Well, I didn't want to disturb you, so...
Could you please get this noisy nuisance out of here, fast? I want to get on with my work.
Listen, pal, I'm fed up with you. Rhodan's emissary or not, if you think you can pull a stunt in my laboratory, you're wrong. Good day to you.
Well, great. That lab assistant actually kicked me out. I was so close, and now I have to come up with some new way to get to Mortal.
I don't think that will be a problem. First off, though, let's scan that robot list into the computer and see what it can tell us about that information. Looks like he did not give us our robot head back. Oh wait, that's our personal ID, right? Yeah. Then we have personal access accreditation for the Waringer Academy holder. Robotopod Narcol Ara. Type accreditation for guest employees. Valid until 31/12/1346, 2400 hours local time. Contains biometric data in a personal bionic scan. Valid for the Robotics Institute, its associated department, the staff quarters, health and fitness spa, and all visitor areas of the Academy. Please contact a member of the staff at the information desk in the lobby of the Rainbow Dome to gain accreditation for other departments or research facilities or to extend validity period. And then, perhaps most importantly, our list of robot types. Robotopedia, a highly confidential and monitored list of all known types of terrestrial and extraterrestrial androids and robots, primarily for use in military, paramilitary, and scientific fields. Robot construction companies and various secret agencies contribute to the creation of the list, and to this end, new entries can be made by any of these organizations by using a simple code. However, the list is managed only by a small number of politically irreproachable individuals agreed upon by all political systems and organizations. This helps to ensure that data which has been entered cannot simply disappear again later or be changed at random. However, no guarantee can be made concerning the reliability of all the data, as no assurance of continued thorough monitoring can be made. Interesting. Well, let's go visit Kari, because she should be able to copy the Ara's accreditation onto our
Hello,
card.
Perry, you're finally here. Dalian's expecting you.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll do that first.
Laszlo who?
Daikunu or Daikonu or something.
Should that name ring a bell?
I don't know, but he recognized the robot as being our technology.
Most unfortunate.
And he had something scanned here that certainly appeared to be made of supran.
Supran?
Yes, but unfortunately our scanners are still too inaccurate to be able to penetrate the material properly.
How does a nobody like this Daikonu get his hands on Supran and the robot head?
He says Perry Rhodan sent him.
So it's Rhodan. He mustn't get in our way now. Not when we're this close to our goal. We now know where the key is.
The key? Finally. How do you know?
Ms. Diamond back there was finally kind enough to cooperate. I've already sent Takio to get the key. Once we've got it, we can finally get going. You should get out of here. I'll need you for the preparations.
But what about Rhodan?
Where is he now?
Nobody knows. He seems to have disappeared without a trace.
Then we'll make sure it stays that way. Rhodan must disappear. Forever.
And the robot head?
That too.
The core of the Academy, Dalian's high-powered computer, Cicero. All the information available in the Milky Way is collated here.
Hello, Dalian.
Well, well, well. The Regent himself. What a rare surprise.
Hello, Malcolm. I'm sorry for having to bother you, but it's...
Very urgent, I know. Mondra's gone, and now you come here disguised as Laszlo, whoever, just to make things difficult for me. Unfortunately, I cannot grant you asylum, Immortal. My coffin is only big enough for my brain.
I thought your new role would take your mind off your constant self-pity.
Redirect my thoughts, you mean, because they're drowning me in work. So make it short. Since you've been here at the Academy, I've also been dealing with an obnoxious hacker who's been trying to get his hands on your data.
Alright, well, I need you to scan this artifact.
By the way, here's the lens I wanted you to take a look at.
At last! I was beginning to think you were never going to give it to me. Supran is the litmus test, so to speak, for Cantor 2. There's almost no other hyper-energetic material with such a low mass expansion.
How is supran extracted, anyway?
If you ask me, whoever discovers that secret will soon rule the entire universe. They say supran is materialized antimatter from the depths of a black hole, but there shouldn't be any matter there in the first place. Amazing. The first results from the frequency scanner. I don't believe it.
What?
Supran is an alloy of matter and antimatter. Someone actually created this. But that's completely impossible. That just can't be. I'll do a frequency analysis immediately.
What's wrong?
This lens it has a function. It radiates certain hyper-high frequency impulses which can be read. It's a highly complex code in a giant matrix, a kind of universal algorithm.
A key?
Yes, if the lock had as many teeth and contacts as the entire Terran ocean has life forms.
What do you mean?
Listen, I can break down this code and read it element by element. I mean, just one of these elements is ridiculously small, like a grain of sand in the Gobi Desert. But look at this. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that whoever was in possession of this lens before us could easily communicate with every inhabitant of the entire cosmic ocean. And I mean with each of them at the same time. Here's the lens.
Have you finished with it already?
I'm not, but Cantor 2 and Cicero are. I've got the data, and I've transferred it all onto your wristband positronic. In order to analyze it, I'd have to be at least as immortal as you are. No.
What?
Quint's trying. That hacker's trying to get his hands on the data from the lens. It's as if he was just waiting for it. Oh, no, you don't, buddy. Not with me.
All right. So I think that concludes our business with daily and frequency spectroscopy, a file listing all the frequencies of the supran lens. Can we...
These frequency spectrographies contain all the data we've been able to gain from the supran lens using the very latest technology.
What use is that to me?
Well, I've already asked myself the same question, but knowing you, you'll find a way to misuse it for something.
All right. Can we give him...
Malcolm, can you please give my disguise identity more permissions? I'm trying to make my way through the academy with a visitor's permit.
Your disguise identity, Laszlo Daikanu, wasn't really intended to enable you to play detective here at my academy.
Man, Malcolm, is it possible for you to do me a favor without giving me some kind of cynical comment?
Go to Kari. She can turn you into a member of my staff. That should help you.
She's already done that without your authorization. But I've got to get access to the Robotics Institute.
Sorry, Mr. Almighty, but your buddy Martel is responsible for that.
Malcolm, you're so annoying.
Alright, then the only thing... I guess we could ask him about robots, but that's not his speciality.
Dalian's a hyperphysicist. What'll he be able to tell me about a list of all known robot types?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Singing crystal?
I really don't know why I should bother Malcolm with this kind of nonsense.
Alright, let's ask him about Martel, though.
Tell me, what do you know about Aimo Martel?
What do I know about Aimo? Absolutely nothing. And I still don't think much of him. But you weren't interested in my opinion of Martel when you appointed him director of the Robotics Institute.
Yes, I should have listened to you. He wanted to speak to me about some kind of new technology, and now I can't reach him anywhere.
You know what, Perry? Go whine somewhere else.
Oh, wow. And he's gone from our inventory now, so that's interesting.
Swoonish minuscules. Apart from you, I think Ulan Soso is the only one who's interested in that kind of thing. And he's been indisposed since the residence, his life's work, was attacked again.
Alright, the only...
Among other things, I found these blueprints in Bully's positronics. It looks like he had Aimo Martel under observation.
Why not? He is, after all, responsible for observation tasks.
But Aimo's a member of the military council. He's completely upright.
With all due respect to your knowledge of human nature, Perry, Martel is a careerist of the worst kind. I don't trust him. I never have trusted him, and as far as I'm concerned, that's that.
Do you know anything about him that might help me?
No, darn it. Martel can kiss mine, and that's it.
Alright. Mandra's notebook?
Mandra was keeping notes in this book while she was researching the Alocan.
You mean her so-called exhibition on Titan? That's nothing but speculations, dreams, and ignorance formatted for mass consumption. And as you know, I'm not very fond of hypotheses and speculative science.
But imagination is more valuable than knowledge, as knowledge is always limited.
Einstein. And then it took 200 years of tough scientific investigation to refute his little fantasies, including Hawkins, Green, Rhodan, and all the other dreamers.
And what about your dreams? The Cantor Sextant?
Was a scientific goal designed by an ingenious mind and realized by me. I'm no dreamer, Perry, you should know that. I knew a dreamer once. Back then, he called himself Quintessence. We had a good time together, surfed the entire galactic net together. But he was obsessed by this idea. He called it research, and I called it nonsense.
What exactly was he involved in?
In a myth. In Mondra's myth of the Illyrkim, to be precise. But a myth is something you can't perceive. You can describe it, get close to it, investigate it, but if you get too involved in it, you'll lose your mind.
Interesting. So, it sounded like he was talking about him. Is Quint the one doing the hacking?
Tell me more about this Quintessence.
Quintessence was just one of his many pseudonyms. He was, and may still be, the greatest hacker on the intergalactic net. There's not much to tell you about him. A misspent youth, games, everything I don't have the time or patience for anymore.
Oh, and now that's gone from our inventory. I think that's about everything we can give him. I guess we could give him the supran again.
There's nothing more I can tell you about this supran lens. It's an interesting piece of work, and it would certainly be exciting to find out where it's from. My dear Perry, I'm all ears. But you must tell me what I can do for you.
Alright, so I think that concludes our discussion with, damn it, I forgot his name. Dalian. Alright. So we've added and completed one of these data points. Yep, okay, so that was Dalian's. This one was Ari giving us access. At the moment, a certain Brendan Huber and an Ara named Narcole are working for Martel. If I could find one of them, I might be able to convince them to examine the robot. Okay, examining the robot head. Yep, we did that. Fortunately, it's easier to get kicked out of the Robotics Institute than it is to get in there. The problem is, they're working on some kind of secret giant drill. That Ara who's working for Martel seems fishy to me. Perhaps I can find a way to transfer the access data from his chip card to my authorization. So I guess we will head out of here now. We'll see if Kari can help us with the personal ID.
Listen, here's my tourist card with my bionic identification. And this is the card from Martel's lab assistant with the encrypted code.
And now you need someone who can use these two cards to make a suitable card for you.
Exactly.
Perry, that's a criminal offense, even for the regent of Terra.
Kari, we're talking about Mondra. If I can gain access to Martel, I might be able to find out who's behind all this.
Okay. There actually are a few cryptologists out there who might be able to help you. They're experts in codes and decryption. You'll find them everywhere.
And how will I recognize these subjects?
Most of them are Getazer Blues working here as guests. The best thing to do would be to tell them you're planning to assassinate the regent. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help you then.
How charming. That's a cheery prospect.
Well, buying them something to eat will probably...
What?
The police are still trying to find out where our beloved regent Rhodan disappeared to after the attack on the solar residence. The actual target of the attack is still being investigated. Residence spokespersons announced, however, that they are searching for a colonial Terran named Laszlo Daikanu in connection with the regent's disappearance. It is not known whether he is being sought in connection with the abduction or the attack itself.
Okay, so why are you trying to confuse me?
Kari, the less you know, the safer it is for you. Trust me.
Well, fine. But isn't it about time for you to drop the disguise?
Quite the opposite. Things are beginning to get exciting.
Alright. I'll have to find a cryptologist to transfer the access data for robotics from the Ara's chip card to mine. Kari told me that the Taser Blues are experts in illegally cracking codes. She's right, all I'll need to do is buy them a few drinks and they're sure to help me out. Is that,
Something's telling me I've got to take a look at that exhibition if I want to find Mandra. But it won't be opening until next month.
Yep, that's Mandra's exhibition. So, going back to the supran lens, I find it, interesting because they said it was an alloy of matter and antimatter, and for those who know any little bit of physics or whatnot, matter and antimatter tend to annihilate when they come into contact with each other. It's obviously got use in science fiction as warheads and...
The Waringer Academy's most symbolic building is the Rainbow Dome, the architecture of which is modeled after a water droplet hitting the ground. The main building represents the rebounding droplet, which is surrounded by a corona of 16 smaller drops.
As I was saying, I forgot the PA system interrupts you. Antimatter's been used in science fiction, obviously as a weapon, for power generation, like in Star Trek, where it's basic, a more advanced version of nuclear power in a way, in that you're blowing something up and capturing that energy. I guess that's how most power works, but, whether it's fuel or atoms or antimatter. But I've never seen science fiction where matter and antimatter is alloyed together, and to be able to do that would certainly require an astounding amount of technology that's beyond even the wildest imaginations of our comprehension. So now I'm very interested to see where this goes, especially since apparently the supran lens is just a communications device. Very powerful one, since they speculate that we could communicate with everyone in the galaxy simultaneously, but still, this is just a communicator. Imagine what else you could do with supran. Alright, so we gotta buy him a drink. Actually, let's just... how do I get out of the menu?
My second wife, Maury, always tried that dressing too, but I think it only appeals to the Plafasian palate.
Okay.
May I offer you something to drink?
You can offer.
We have, in alphabetical order, Aloque, Alpha Centauri, Aqua Terra, Argos's Milk, Azul, Athlane, Ava Aya, Axar, Birchap, Beulah Tea, Blossom Tea, Bubbleluch, Vermouth Juice, Cafe Latte, Cafe Mocha, Coffee with milk, soy milk, condensed milk, sugar, sweetener, or Narb, Kamara, Karam Blossom Nectar, Cheku Tea, Dran, Dralik, Dreft, M-Skill, Espresso, Yellow Coffee.
No thanks. My head's already spinning and I haven't had anything to drink yet.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, so am I.
Alright, I guess we gotta talk to the blue first and then figure out what he wants as a drink.
As I'm not familiar with neither the place nor the people, I'm probably not much help to you. Sorry.
Oh wait, there he is. He's way over there in the corner now. Alright. And it looks like he's the only point of interest here, so that makes things easy.
Hello, I'm looking for someone who can help me with a little card trick.
And I'm not in the mood for Terran entertainment right now, with or without a card trick. Hasn't your ignorant regent taught you proper manners? I want you out of here!
Fine. Okay, can you get us that drink now?
Welcome. May I offer you something to eat now? How about a speciality from the refined cuisine of the blues?
That's exactly what I need right now.
I'm glad to hear that.
Because that's actually Aimo Martel's favorite dish. And he's the one you want to see.
Excuse me?
You should hurry if you still want to speak to him.
Wait a second, what did you say?
How about igloo soup with spiderweb balls for starters? Murtworms in Gatasian cream sauce, or slugefrø in muchtnut afterwards? And for dessert, black porridge.
I should watch my waistline. I'll take a portion of mortworms, though.
I see you're a gourmet. I'll be right back.
These murtworms are pretty bizarre little animals. They have primitive psionic skills. They use these to disguise themselves as an intelligent species and try to prevent themselves from being eaten through talking and discussion.
Here you go. Enjoy.
Is it really ethical to eat these then?
Oh no, you giant Gamort, please don't eat us. We're just poor little worms, and we've never done anyone any harm, really. Aside from that, we're vegetarians. I'm vegan. Please, giant Gamort, I'm the last of my family. If I die, my name will disappear forever.
Ah, and what is your name?
Mort, like we're all called. My name? Well, you can go ahead and eat that one. A Mort who doesn't even know his name. We taste terrible, too. To be honest, we taste like we look. Galmelons taste so much better. Or sork flies. Or carrion worms.
Someone who eats things like that is bound to abduct innocent Terran women.
What the hell just happened there? Well, I guess that's an example of their psionic power. But that, if they're able to engage in conversation like that, is it really ethical to eat them? Not sure. Mortburger, a legendary blues delicacy. Mortworms are rare and don't come cheap. They can also survive for a very long time in an oxygen atmosphere as well as in various liquids. Gatasian cream sauce is just one example. In addition, they have developed a telepathic talent to protect themselves from their natural predators. They read their predators' thoughts and send them a telepathic warning. Murtworms are known to have claimed to be poisonous and that their hallucinogenic toxins would cause the consumer to imagine that he or she had turned into a plant. They have also claimed to be reincarnations of the predator's grandmother. It is important to note that all these warnings and distortions are purely instinctual reflexes manifested solely in the predator's consciousness. Interesting. Alright, well, let's offer our resident blue here a bite to eat.
Well, you seem to have basic manners at least. Better than nothing.
Alright, I need you to do that card trick now.
A code that can be easily decrypted, but you're surely aware that manipulations like that are not appreciated at the Academy.
Well, that was quick. Was that all?
What else do you want? Would you like me to boogie on down for you as well? Now get out of here. You've got what you wanted.
Thank you.
If you don't disappear immediately, I'll set the pink-spotted creature of insanity at your stubby neck!
Okay, then. Let's see what this screen is. This talking about Mondra's exhibition?
Something's telling me.
Yeah. Alright, so now we have... let's double check with the computer, but we should have a valid ID to get into the robotics lab now. But man, those blues are really something. Here we go.
Why are these ads just as boring as they were 3,000 years ago?
Oops, wrong panel. This one? Yeah. So we want the lobby.
The central building of the Waringer Academy houses the Audi Max and the Academy's legendary mainframe, Cicero. The 16 surrounding buildings contain a number of research institutes. In the base of the central building are the administrative departments and labs, access to power supplies, and various recreation areas.
Alright, valid for the Institute for Hyperphysics, the Robotics Institute, their associated departments, health and fitness spa, and all visitor areas of the Academy. Excellent. I will say you may notice the game hitch every now and then. And that's, I think actually it would be the game trying to crash. To get this working, I put it in compatibility mode for Windows Vista, I think, to try to reduce the impact of any sort of emulation it had to do. For the most part, it works, and I'll take a little hitch as opposed to a crashed desktop that blocks all further access in the game. But I guess we'll mosey on down to the Robotics Institute now and see what we can find there.
The symbol of the Waringer Academy is a six-pointed star, modeled after the human form. It represents our mutual desire to reach for the stars.
Where they have their minds. And then I get the delivery, and what's missing? Of course, the conductor clamps. But I saw something like that laying around here somewhere. I could ask Brendan if he's got another one. He's always got things like that lying around.
Alright. Mouse, where are you? Mouse. Oh. There we go. Alright. I've now got access to the robotics lab, but I still need the numeric code for the entrance. As long as the guards are still there and all the staff are inside, I've got almost no chance of getting to Martel. I have to find a way to distract them. The open ventilation shaft might be a solution. Right, I knew that tone code would play a role eventually. Unfortunately, it's been a week, so I forgot.
This looks like a toolbox. It must belong to whoever's currently working on that.
Can we, like, see?
This looks like a tool.
Alright. What's that? There we go.
There's a small data carrier lying here. Let's see what's on it. It looks like a diagram or a plan of something. Might be useful. I'll just save it quickly.
We got diagram or plan of something. Schematic layout of passageways, pipes, or shafts. Oh. Uh-huh. Alright.
I presume that's the grid that's supposed to secure this shaft. Leaving that open was pretty careless. Looks like the entrance to the robotics lab ventilation shafts. But the shaft is much too narrow for a human to fit through. I'll have to find another way to get into the labs. Perhaps I can distract the porter somehow.
Ooh, I think I have an idea of what we can do here. First, I do want to run back to the lobby real quick and just put these diagrams into the computer to see if they can give us any more information before we infiltrate the robotics lab here. Get us a bit of an advantage.
Our motto is taken from the ancient Roman poet Terenz. Nihil tam difficile quin carendo investigari posit. Translated into Intercosmo, it means, nothing is so difficult that it cannot be researched.
Actually, there's a few other things we gotta put into the computer, too. Frequency spectropsy. Recording of a complex matrix of spectrums gained by a spectroscopic analysis of matter or antimatter, and from energy in any form. A quantum spectroscopy is executed in a hyperfrequency scanner, analyzing the frequencies or wavelengths at which a substance can absorb or emit energy as photons or electromagnetic waves. In doing so, the energy of a photon or the equivalent frequency of an electromagnetic wave corresponds to the energy difference of two quantum mechanical states of the substance analyzed. This enables both the characterization of molecular properties such as bond lengths and strengths, and the identification of the atomic components. The molecule spectrums observed differ from the atomic spectrums by many more usually overlapping lines or bands. The cause of this is that the molecules not only absorb or emit energy during electron migration, but also when atoms oscillate against each other or when molecules rotate on their own axis. This specific case concerns a highly complex and very dense matrix of a bipolar hyper-energetic substance, the multidimensional properties of which can only be displayed to the 64th power. A multiple dimensional holographic presentation is provided for illustration. The individual information elements of the quantums having been broken down into sounds, colors, and motion. Alright, and these diagrams. Wow, okay, that was useless. So we gotta distract that guy when he comes back. So that way we can, what we basically need to do is we gotta fly to Leclerc through the vents.
Welcome to the Waringer Academy, the most modern and exciting science park in Terrania City, and the place where tomorrow's inventions are created today. Malcolm Dalian and his team are glad to see you.
Let's see. Nah, he doesn't even stop me.
Hey there, buddy. You have to report to me before you go anywhere else.
He doesn't stop you until you get to the door. That's kind of funny, actually. Alright, well, let's take a look around. What is that? There was something there, but not now.
Nah, that's not going to work.
I can't just go in there and beat him.
Your chip card, please.
Alright.
Yet another new staff member, but at least your face looks familiar.
Laszlo Diakonu, scientific assistant to Malcolm Dalian, guest lecturer from Archon 2 on a scientific research mission for the government of the League of Free Terrans in the field of robotics and mobile android systems. Scan activated. Scan positive. Identifying Laszlo Diakonu.
Alright, is that it?
Your chip card, please.
As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there.
So I think you could figure it out just by the beeps. But fortunately they're not going to make us go through that. So instead we're going to
Okay, that might work if I can find something in the labs that would stir things up. Let's just hope that this ventilation system really does lead to the lab. Oh no. No optical positioning system, no room scanners. What kind of primitive model has Bully got here? How am I supposed to manage with that?
Alright, well... can we...
Not really compatible. Not really compatible.
I mean, we could still... Can we still use the...
Now that didn't work. Try again.
Yeah.
Oh no. No optical positioning system, no room scanners. What kind of primitive model has Bully got here? How am I supposed to manage with that?
There. Oh, okay, so these just don't highlight. Well, let's see what's here. It's locking in on something. Nope.
Sounds like monitors beeping. Probably the security room. I have no idea what damage I could do with my model shuttle in there.
Alright. Let's see. How long does this go for? Too long, apparently. Ooh.
Judging by the silence, that's probably the second of the two hangars. There's probably nothing I can do there either.
Oh well. Let's see what's behind here. We were close to something. Nope. Alright, let's pull it back out.
No idea how this is supposed to work.
We look at the diagram. So we don't know exactly where our start is. But I assume if I go up 8, right 5, down 3, and then to the right, we might be able to cause trouble in some of those rooms. Although obviously
that didn't work. Try again.
Obviously the map is optional. You can just navigate blindly until you fly something.
No optical positioning system, no room scanners. What kind of primitive model has Bully got here? How am I supposed to manage with that?
Alright.
That might be the Ira's lab, but that was much too tidy for me to actually be able to stir things up in there. I'd better not take the risk.
Alright, now we're on to something.
It sounds as though I'm directly above the robot arms. But even if I do manage to disturb them in there, that'll hardly get that stupid security guy off his chair. The lab staff will take care of it, and I'll lose Leclerc.
Oh, we don't want that.
Maybe one of the 2 labs I've already been in. Possibly the one belonging to that guy, Mr. Huber. If he sees the shuttle, I'm dead. Better not.
Alright, let's see what's up.
Maybe one of the 2 labs I've already been in. Possibly the one belonging to that guy, Mr. Huber. If he sees the shuttle, I'm dead. Better not. That might be the Ira's lab. But that was much too tidy for me to actually... That might be the Ira's lab.
Alright, so... So it looks like so the top and bottom right are going to be the 2 hangars. So I guess the first thing we could try is go all the way up and all the way to the right, because I don't remember trying that one. But then our only other option, I think, is that little outcropping before we get to the hangars. So let's try the easy one
now
first.
That didn't work. Try. Oh no. No optical positioning system, no room scanners. What kind of primitive model has Bully got here? How am I supposed to manage with that? Now where am I? The sound makes me think that it could be the room with the prototypes. But what can I use my Leclerc for in a fully automated testing department?
That
Now
didn't
where
work.
am I?
So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up 8, right 5, up 2. And then the first one on the left.
Now that didn't.
Alright, can I use my arrow keys?
No. No optical positioning system,
Nope.
no room scanners. What kind of primitive model has Bully got here?
Ah.
How am I supposed to manage with that?
Alright.
If I'm not completely wrong, I'm directly above the explosives lab. It should be possible to cause a bit of a commotion in there somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Now why do they have to mess around with explosives in here? This just goes to show how dangerous that is.
And we'll just ignore the fact that there might have been people working in there, and we might have accidentally committed mass murder, or mass manslaughter, at the very least. But we got our ticket in now. And he's gonna have a surprise waiting for him, but that's fine. Oh wow, it's a bit of a mess in here. I don't suppose we can,
What a mess. Apparently this is still a male-dominated profession. This is where the latest surveillance videos are stored. Let's see if I can find something that might be useful. Well, who would have guessed it? Jackpot.
Alright. Are we gonna look at it, or? Oh, there it is on the center monitor. So we do have to do the audio thing, but I think I got it in my head. We'll see.
Nothing's changed in there in the last 3,000 years either. Too bad I don't have time to watch.
I guess we won't pick up the guns, even though that could be useful.
As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there. As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there.
Alright, I need to... Can I turn the music down just a little bit? There we go. Oh, that's so much better. I need to... Let's rewatch that video so I can get it back in my head. Oh, we gotta watch the whole thing. Come on, Perry. Can't you set this up on, like, a auto repeat? Da, 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 da.
As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there. As long as I don't know the numeric code,
Perry,
I won't be able to get in there. As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there.
Nope.
As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there.
Shut up, Barry. Damn it. So I think 9 and 8 are maybe the last two digits. I really wish that... I'm a little bit tone deaf, so so this is a little bit difficult for me. I get the point of the puzzle and all, but I wish they would have just made it simple, like or a bit simpler, like have the just have it go from low to high or vice versa. All right. So nope. I might even turn off the music completely for this part. It's still so loud. And it's at like a quarter of what it was. There, you can have a little bit of music. There
This camera looks as though it was damaged. This camera looks as though it was damaged during the explosion. This camera looks.
Okay, we get it. We get it. Is that it? Looks like it. All right. Like, Perry, you can't even like record this sequence into your little wristwatch. So I can play it while I'm at the keypad. Do, 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 do.
As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there.
4 is the last
As long
digit.
as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there. As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there.
Nope.
As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there. As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there.
Shut up, Perry. Yeah, 84 is going to be the last 2 digits, I think. Can I... Hopefully it's not considered speech, but... Okay. There we go. So I'll change those back, but for now, Perry is not saying anything useful. I just want to hear it one more time. I can just get those first 3 notes. Do, 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 do. All right. I want to say it's... Nope. I think 6 might be too high. I feel like we're closer. Da, 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 da. I think it might be that 0. Nope. Okay. There we go. All right, let's we'll bring Perry back and we'll bring the music back. Oh my god. All right. Let's search door to door, starting with the
Looks like no one's here.
Oh no.
I wonder what the Yara did with the robot head. If I'm not mistaken, his presence has a lot to do with Mondra's abduction. But I'll take care of him.
And he was so sure it would have come back to him. Alright, mouse. There we go.
Maybe you can be of use to me this time. Boy, this is heavy.
Alright, so we got a robot torso.
What do you know? A multiple frequency chip. Very useful.
The robot torso. Torso and head of an android robot. No control units or functioning parts. Multi-frequency chip. An add-on for positronic control units. Uses the broadband function to reach as many different remotely controllable items as possible. I'm guessing...
No idea how this is supposed to work.
Nope. Can we just put this in here?
I wonder what the Yara did with the robot head. If I'm not mistaken, his presence has a lot to do with Mondra's abduction. But I'll take care of him.
Can we use this computer?
That's the scan of the robot head. If I understand correctly, it looks as though parts of its technology were produced here. Perhaps even in this lab.
Interesting.
Another fascinating look into human engineering skills.
Oh, can we cross-reference this with the Robopedia?
If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit.
Nope. Alright.
The test room for the prototypes, also locked.
Only the flashing ones, I guess, we get to get into.
I I don't think it would be very smart to run into that lab assistant. Not after everything that's happened.
Actually, can we put this in the...
I see. I now have a universal remote control for everything that can be operated by remote control. Undoubtedly useful.
Indeed. Okay, it doesn't upgrade. Oh, we got a frequency scanner now, so all we gotta do is, okay, how do I... There we go. I don't have any frequencies to hack into right now.
It's been completely torn apart, but it's still locked. Solid workmanship.
Alright. I guess this is supposed to be where Martel is at.
The entrance to Aimo's office. Secured, of course, like a military complex. Even if I were standing here as the Regent himself and not as Laszlo, I wouldn't be able to get in there without authorization. But how in the world can I get to him?
What's that thing?
Voice recognition active. Please identify.
That's right. We gotta get a voice sample from him.
No way of getting through there. Those hatches would probably just cut me in half.
Alright, well, we're not getting the voice sample there.
It won't be easy to get through these gates to the hangars if Aimo secured them himself.
Alright, maybe we can run back to the security office. We can't go in there. That's locked, and blown up.
If I want to access Martel's office, I'll need his voice. Perhaps the surveillance videos will help me there. Looks like there's something here.
Guys, I'm really grateful to you. You've really done great work. The prototype of the strongest super drill has been completed, and even thanks to your efforts, just in time. I promise you we'll make history with this drill. At last, the galaxy will rediscover what Terran technology means and what it's capable of. A new era begins at 1500 today. But as you know, research and development is one thing. Actually performing a test run is another. Security measures will be given highest priority until we have received clearance from the government for the first on-terrain tests. That is, this hangar will be sealed, and until further notice, any access will require my approval. Non-compliance will be severely punished. Do we understand each other, guys?
Yes, boss.
Good. Initiate the final measures. From this evening onwards, this hangar is a restricted area.
Okay, boss. But what about maintenance?
We'll do without that until we've been given the go-ahead from the very top. That can't take very long, and the machine will last that long without polish.
And that must be the machine there. Alright, so we should have, if Harry's smart, he should have gotten the voice sample now. Oh, thank God we don't have to enter the code again. Alright, let's try this again.
The entrance to Aimo's office. The entrance to Aimo...
Oh, I'm silly.
We clear the path for magnificent ideas. Whistler Company. Now I understand what they mean by that.
There we go, now we can get in there.
Wow, some really big machines fit in here.
Oh, so this is the hangar with the drill.
A holo projector, of course. I can't use that, but at least this way everyone will know that something's very wrong here.
That it? Yeah. So he's using it to cloak the machine. Because that'll surely panic someone.
Where's the drill? What have you done with it?
I'm afraid I haven't got time for long explanations, but do you seriously think it just vanished into thin air? Or that I ate the darn thing?
No, but for goodness sake, where is it?
The entrance to Aimo.
Alright. Now do we go to security again? Or, oh, you know what? We probably go into his lab.
If I want to access Martel's...
Okay, that's just the same video. Yeah, I think that's the technician from earlier. Or the, sorry, the scientist from earlier. There we go. Nope, nope.
The recharging station.
Alright. Can we access any computers
A number
in here?
of devices that... A giant super drill. What did the assistant say? The experimental lab? It looks more like an assembly hangar for robots.
Do we grab the box?
The assistant used this to scan the robot head. Why should I scan that? I can't imagine.
Okay.
Why should I scan? Why should I?
Alright. It's not saying the key. Okay. What I thought. What's this thing?
A number of devices that mean absolutely nothing to me. A number of devices.
Well, that's not helpful at all.
A giant super drill.
Going in this lab doesn't seem to have helped. Do we go back in here?
No. No, it's not true. No. It can't be. Where have you gone? Oh no, my baby! Someone's stolen my baby! No! Where have you gone, please? Oh, please! Where is it? Oh no! No!
Alright, so there's gotta be something. If we're... Oh wait, he had a voice recorder somewhere, that's right. Oh, I think it's that thing on the table, and I just didn't pick it up properly. Come on.
What was the name of this part here? Voice duplicator? Only nerds come up with names like that.
There we go. Man, I almost forgot about that. I'm very glad. I think I was supposed to take that, perhaps the first, when I caused that mess with the lab.
Voice scan successful. 97% conformity.
Then 97% will have to do.
But I think I could have taken this when the first time I set the lab on fire. But I forgot, obviously, after a week. But fortunately, they give you this second chance.
The entrance to Aimo's office. Secure.
Come on.
The entrance to the entrance.
Voice simulator, prototype of a device for speaking different voices. First, load voice samples from another person to the device and simply speak through the device. Current sample, Aimo Martel. Up through there.
Voice recognition active. Please identify.
Aimo Martel.
Voice recognition negative. Frequencies could not be completely read. Please repeat procedure.
Aimo Martel, please open door.
Voice recognition negative. Frequencies could not be completely read. Please repeat procedure.
Aimo Martel, I need to get in there, you piece of junk.
Welcome, Professor Martel.
Alright. Looks like, the place... Oh.
Aimo. His face is sunken. His skin is desiccated. No outward injuries. He seems to have bled to death from the inside.
Wow.
What's that he's holding? A data crystal.
Anything else you can tell us, Martel? Nope. Data crystal. Modern data carrier probably containing files, probably Martels.
That's where they must have drunk coffee recently. Aimo and his murderer.
Alright, can we take the bottle?
Whoever left this here wanted it to be found. It smells sweet. Very appetizing. If I didn't know that Martel was probably killed with this, I'd take a sip. That's where they must have drunk coffee recently. Aimo and his murderer.
Alright, let's see what else is here.
It looks like someone got too interested in Aimo's collection.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright, he's got some medals up here.
A highly decorated military man. The Platinum Admiral's fin. The Golden Cup for special services to the League. And I bestowed this award as an Eternal Knight of the Peace upon him myself. Aimo just has a soft spot for this stuff. There's even a Feluthian space helmet. It must be at least 800 years old.
You mean had a soft spot for it?
Why would the awards have been thrown around?
He must have been hiding something in the awards.
This uniform collection must be worth a fortune. There was even a rumor that Aimo takes his vanquished enemies' uniforms.
Oh, let's look outside and then let's look at the desk. Because he has a very nice view.
Now that I've seen this, I'd like an office at the Academy too.
Alright, yep, so all he's got is that big old computer.
What a monster. A family heirloom, obviously. These positronics were probably installed last century.
I guess let's put the data crystal in.
To Perry Rhodan, or whoever finds me who died so miserably. Too proud to call someone who could halt my poisoning. Too proud to look you in the face and say, yes, it was me and I messed it all up. It was I who cooperated with our greatest rival. I was so convinced that the Arcanides were far too narrow-minded and degenerate to be a threat to us. That's why I cooperated with them, fool that I was. I thought I could use them to restore Terra to its former glory. I wanted to make us strong again. This period has made the Terrans weak. We're no longer the great people of the Solar Empire. Instead, we're slaves to a utopia of peace and freedom. Only our own pain and loss can unlock the way to renewal. But it will be a cleansing pain, a cleansing from which mankind will emerge as a strong power once more to re-establish our supremacy in the galaxy. I thought I had everything under control, and when I finally realized that I was the one being used, it was too late. This Arcanide, Cato de Trumort, must not succeed. I wanted everything. The thing with Mondra. I confronted him, but...
And now you're dead, Aimo. Was it worth it? There's also a file.
Alright, so Cato da Trumort. Aimo Martel's Arcanide Negotiant. Probably Mondra's kidnapper. Small glass bottle contains a clear yellowish liquid with a pleasant sweet fragrance. Probably the poison used to kill Martel.
Why would the awards have been thrown around? Aimo just has a... This uniform collection must be a highly decorated...
I don't think there's anything else we can get from his office, at least until we know what we're looking for. So if it's possible... Actually...
It won't be easy to get through these gates to the hangars if Aimo secured them himself.
I do want to take one last visit to the lobby so we can analyze these new items. But then I think we'll be on our way out of here. Yep. Because all of our objectives are completed, so... And barring any other leads that pop up, I think our next destination would have to be,
The Shuttlegate Lab, Complex Robotics 2, is temporarily closed. We therefore request that all staff members wait here until the security and technical personnel arrive. Please excuse this temporary interruption.
Alright, I guess we aren't doing that. And barring any other leads right now currently, the only thing we really can do, the only other lead we really have is Mondra's exhibition that she was putting together with the Arcanines. Let's see, I think I know how to get in there.
No. No, it's not true. No.
Oh, shut up.
It can't be. Where have you gone? Oh no, my baby! Someone's stolen my baby! No! Where have you gone, please? Oh, please! Where is it? Oh no! No! No, it's
Is
not
that all
true.
he does?
No! It can't be. Where have you gone? Oh
All
no,
right.
my baby! Someone's stolen my baby!
Can we use
If
this
it doesn't
again?
fit, it doesn't fit.
Yeah, maybe there's still something up in his office that I missed. Oh, thankfully we permanently
I've
unlocked
got a
it.
funny feeling someone's here.
Aha!
Well, Laszlo, everything okay?
Damn it, they took everything from us. And we're in prison. Wonderful.
I hope I don't catch anything here. Something's been left on the wall here, but I can't identify it.
Well, after a full day of running around, I'm sure
Something's
yes.
been left on the wall here, but I can't identify it. Great. I've had more uncomfortable nights in my life. Sleep isn't a consideration right now anyway. This kind of white light always makes one look very pale. It's very unflattering.
Alright, so let's rummage through our stuff here. We got a spoon.
I could use that to eat something now, but not this indefinable mass, that's for sure. Made of the same substance as the wall. How convenient. Made of the same substance as the wall. How convenient. That food was prepared without love. I would rather have eaten one of the blue specialities. At least the water here looks drinkable. Made of the same substance as the wall. How convenient.
Alright, we got, I think there's still something on that tray?
Made of the same, 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 made of the same.
Okay, I get it. Tray with food. A tray made of indestructible plastic, subdivided into sections, or the various parts of the meal. An indefinable mass of food like mush is distributed across several of these sections. Well, it doesn't look too bad. Cup with water. Plain, timeless, and unbreakable plastic cup, filled with clear water. And plastic spoon. A simple spoon made from soft, unbreakable plastic, not useful for anything at all besides eating. How did they take that guy's identity from our toolbar? Like, I understand the physical items, but, like, the concepts? Alright, well...
I really don't want that. Putting the food into the cup isn't going to help me right now either. Made of the same substance as the wall. How convenient. Something's been left on the wall here, but I can't identify it.
Can we...
Shame. Hopefully that'll have the desired effect.
Oh.
What do you know? One of my predecessors has written something here. Take the pen in the light, close the contact in the gap.
Alright, well, let's open up this light.
I'm more likely to break the spoon than get this lamp off here. This kind of white light always makes one look very pale. It's very unflattering.
What about the tray of food?
Unfortunately, I can't break the lamp. That's exopart plast. I'd need something really strong. Made of the same substance as the wall. How convenient.
I
can't think of any sensible use for that. Very funny.
Oh.
Putting the food into the cup isn't going to help me right now either. I really don't want that.
Do we put the food in the urinal?
If I so much as touch that with it, no one will ever be able to eat from it again.
Oh, hey, there's another thing now. What's this down here?
Something really does seem to be stuck there. But I can't reach it with my finger. With the spoon handle. Yes. And what's that? A piece of metal pipe, or rather, a small tube.
Alright. Small metal pipe. A small tube around 9 centimeters long and 8 millimeters in diameter, made from metal approximately 0.5 millimeters thick. Alright, now let's get this light off.
If I wedge the tube behind the bracket, and now... I can't even budge it. Ah, it even fits. But it doesn't help me.
What did the message say?
What do you know? One of my predecessors has written something here. Take the pen in the light, close the contact in the gap. I don't want to eat the food, not even through a tube. If that still had water in it, I could use it as a straw. But like this.
Sure you can't pry that
If
off?
I wedge the tube behind the bracket, and now... I can't even budge it.
Maybe there's something down there?
Why should I do that?
Oh, I guess not. Is there anything else down there that might help us?
I can't find anything else there.
Can we use it on the tray?
Nah, that's not going to work. Not very logical.
Alright, come on, we gotta...
This kind of white light always makes one look very pale. It's very unflattering.
I feel like I've tried... Oh, you know what?
There are things that just don't make sense.
What? We can't tear up the bed?
Am I supposed to put the spoon to bed or what? And what shall I do after I've put the food to bed? But the cup isn't tired yet.
Can we use the cup to get more water?
If I so much as touch that with the cup, no one will ever be able to drink from it again. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. And while we're trying things out, why don't I drill a hole in my knee and pour milk into it?
Do I still have it selected?
Well, not exactly what you'd call intelligent. Why should I do that?
I was thinking maybe we could pull the urinal off. Nothing else there.
I just took it from there.
Oh. Hey, there's our stuff.
Well, you certainly took quite a beating, Regent.
Regent? My disguise.
Yes, that was quite a shock for us. We caught the Regent's alleged abductor, and when we confiscated his wristband, he suddenly turned into Perry Rhodan himself. But Dean Dalian explained everything to us.
Oh, good. Thanks a lot for your help, but I need to get moving.
I doubt that. Of course you're Perry Rhodan, and actually above all suspicion. But right now you're under arrest for repeated theft, damage to property, industrial espionage, a terrorist attack on a state research facility, and last but not least, the murder of Aimo Martel.
What? But I didn't murder Aimo Martel. There's even a recording that exonerates me. I can show it to you. Where are my things?
All the inventory that we seized is over there as evidence for forensics and toxicology. But according to their initial results, the poison you used to exterminate Martel isn't made from any substance we know.
But I need to get out. Mondra is in danger.
Whoever this Mondra is, right now you're facing some serious charges. And quite honestly, the evidence is overwhelming. We're currently analyzing all the Academy's surveillance scans. There are some nice little movies of you. But I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, Regent. See you later.
Oh, thanks, asshole.
2 small robots, too short for your goal to reach. Reach only with help, to help. Savior and help sparkle in front of the sign, but alas, hung much too high.
Someone sending me obscure instructions and needy cleaning robots as support. No one can say that life doesn't have a sense of humor.
I wonder if this person who's helping us also has a supran lens. Alright, what do we got here?
Those are my things. I've never felt quite so exposed as I do right now.
I guess that explains why we didn't have the data in our inventory, because our, well, I guess we still kind of have it. Martel is dead and everyone thinks I killed him. I, on the other hand, believe that whoever knocked me out also poisoned Aimo. In fact, Cato da Trumort is probably behind all this. I need to travel to the museum on Titan to get more information on the whereabouts of this drill, but first I've got to get out of this cell. So this is probably a local containment facility at the Academy, then.
Mondra's singing crystal. No idea how this is ever supposed to help me.
We got that. That's probably the button that releases our stuff. Yeah.
How's this supposed to work? Those little rubbish bins are now hanging around in front of my prison. But why? Do I look like dirt? Do they want to vacuum me up?
It's also worth noting that whoever's
I
trying...
can most likely damage them with this, but nothing gets through this shield.
Whoever's trying to help us also seems very adept at hacking into things. Well, I wonder if that hacker that Alien was talking about, maybe he's the one helping us?
If I wedge the tube behind the bracket... Great. I've had more on...
Can't sleep. Now, how... Okay. Up if you get too far, he resets. So I think that's just supposed to be for the force field.
An electro partition similar to a shield, but also like an electric fence. I wouldn't pee on it. That doesn't work. This energy shield doesn't let any solid matter through, just gases and water. I'd have to be a ghost to get through it. I'm not just going to tip the water out. If that still had water in it...
Okay, so we need...
I don't want to eat the food, not eat... That doesn't work. This energy shield doesn't let any solid matter through, just gases and water. I'd have to be a ghost to get through it. If I so much as touch that with the cup, no one will ever be able to drink from it again.
Okay, no one wants to drink from it again.
Made of the same substance as the wall. How convenient.
Oh,
Made
I
of
am
the same
actually a little bit stumped right now. Did I just do things in the wrong order? Like, you're supposed to splash the water, then pee into the cup.
Doesn't work.
Sadly completely empty, yeah. Is there, like, a call button? I assume this is the bed showing up through the...
Great. I've had more.
Okay.
Very funny. Those little rubbish bins are now hanging around in front of my prison. But why? Do I look like dirt? Do they want to vacuum me up?
That is the question. Can you pee again?
There's no way this can work. I might just as well try to make a cow fly. And while we're trying things out, why don't I drill a hole in my knee and pour milk into it? I can't find anything else there. If that still had water in it, I could use it as a straw. But like this.
Put the cup to bed.
But the cup isn't tired yet.
Ah. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've tried every possible combination.
As I already did that, I don't have anything else to drink. Even if I threw the cup at these little guys' heads, they'd hardly tell me what they want of me. I could most likely damage them. They probably don't need to be fed, and anyway, the tray doesn't fit under the field. How's that supposed to work? I'm hardly going to be able to get the spoon through the defensive shield. An electro-partition...
feel like we got to get this off, right? But
this kind of white light always makes one look very pale. It's very unflattering.
But he won't let us.
There's no way this can work.
Get it off.
Putting the food into the cup isn't... I don't want to... I really don't... If I so much as... Why should I do that? If I so much...
Yeah. Nothing is...
If I wedge the... I can't think of it. Unfortunate. I'm more likely...
Yep, and we tried putting everything on the bed.
I can't find anything else there. If that still had water in it, I don't want to eat... Putting the food... I really don't...
Yep, we can't combine anything that's in our inventory. I feel like that singing crystal might be the key.
Mondra's singing crystal. No idea how this is ever supposed to help me. Mondra's singing crystal.
Can we make a noise?
Mondra's singing... Mondra's singing... That doesn't work. That doesn't work. I'm not just... If I hold the tube very carefully in front of the shield...
Didn't I try that already?
The tube acts as an electron catcher and... What? The singing crystal seems to react to this sound.
How can we pull this off?
If I wedge the tube behind... If that still had water... I don't want to eat...
Now can we combine this?
What's all that noise? A singing crystal? My wife's got that kind of kitsch as well. You can easily mistake that siren for an alarm. Now it's quiet again. Well, I never.
Oh, we can keep messing with him. Boop boop ba doo. I guess we got our call button. Come on.
I've had enough now. Evidence or no evidence, this is just too dangerous. There, drowned in the rubbish for all I care. As long as you don't make any noise while you're doing it, I don't care. Great.
All right. Progress. There we go. Thank you,
A
little
cleaning
robot.
robot doing what it does best. Cleaning. This is where the controls for the electro bulkheads and the anti-grav fields are. I hope I got the right one. That was easy.
Alright. Will it let us go back in there? Nope. Okay. So we got all of our stuff back. I guess the only thing to do now is jailbreak. Once I find my mouse again, there you are. Let's get out of here.
Someone sent these cleaning robots to help me. Someone's out there somewhere masterminding my moves. What am I, a pawn? But at least I'm out of there.
Alright, and it looks like we've got ourselves a glider so we can scram out of here. But until then, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for next time. And stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.
This one's open. This shouldn't really be the case. Unless my invisible helper made sure of it. This is starting to get creepy.